Hey, I gotta go do some beekeeping. You put those package together in my apiary. Now I've got to add a brood deep, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add the honey super today. Got suited up. Let's head out to the apiary. Hey, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. In the aviary, I have 4 sets of beehives. This one was a package I introduced last month. It's been sitting there, for about 4 weeks now. I'm going to go ahead and add this deep on top of this, and then I'll go ahead and add my honey super as well. Now this hive, when I first brought them home, I rescued them from the wall of a garage, and I introduced them here, and they swarmed. Not the whole bees, but they split. They got really crowded and swarmed, so I added this white deep underneath on the bottom, so it gave them plenty of room. And with this one, I just leave the honey super on. I don't take it off for the winter. I take the full frames and leave the partial frames and just let them have it through the winter, and that helps out. So I don't store my honey supers away. I just come out here in the spring, late spring, and I'll take my honey, and then I'll come out here late summer and harvest some more honey. And that's just me being lazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these boxes ready to transfer over. This is my telescoping cover, that's what it's called. And then this wire screen is called a queen excluder. We'll put that on in its appropriate place. And this shallow one is a honey super, and it's got a lot of drawn out comb in there, so they're ready to start setting up for honey. And then I've got this brood chamber, which is a deep, and it's got foundation in here. It's a wax coated foundation, and the bees will draw that out. Here's one example of one that's been drawn out. I'll put that in the middle, and what I'll do is I'll take a frame full of brood and bring it up to this one to kind of encourage the bees to come up and start laying in this one. So let's get this set aside and ready to go right here. Get my tools ready. Of course, I probably won't need it. I have my bee brush, and then I have my frame lifter. This is really handy. And then, of course, my simple hive tool. I didn't buy the fancy one with a hook on it. I didn't think I needed it. So far, I've been beekeeping, for 10 years now, when I first started beekeeping, and that's all I've been using. So let's open up the hive and look inside and see what we got as far as how they're filling it out. Okay, here is a telescoping cover. I've got honeybees there, just 3 of them, no queen. And then here's the old queen cage. This is what the queen came in. This was packed full of candy, and there was a cap on that when I received it. And so I pulled the cap off, exposed the candy, and the worker bees went and chewed through that to release the queen that was in this cage. So we don't need that in there anymore. I don't see any hive beetles, Now, typically, they said don't do your frame, don't add a box until you got 5 frames full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're working 5 frames. What I'm going to do is take these frames that are on the outside. I'll take 2 here. And I'll scooch them all over to the center. Okay. And put these frames in over here. And put this drawn out comb against that one. That'll encourage them to go in there. And I do about a finger tip width on each side. Pull it together. And I'm not going to put a loaded frame in. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 frames that they're working. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Set this one on top. Careful not to hurt any bees. Place my inner cover on without squishing any bees. Come on, ladies. Yeah, take off. Wait, I want to put on my queen excluder. What this does, it keeps the queen out of the honey frames so she doesn't lay brood in the honey. And I'll put my honey super on. And I've done this before without any problems. That way, I just let the bees go and let them have their way with this hive for the rest of the year and not bother them. Well, I'll inspect them, but not bother them till next year. Okay, ladies. And this hive is done. Now, I'm going to go from here over to Southern Oregon Safaris where the buffalo roam. I introduced 2 hives, 2 packages of bees to over there, and I gifted them with 3 sets of hives. One of the hives was the flow hive that was gifted to me, and I gifted it to Aria, his daughter. And it was just sitting there minding its own business. I didn't have any bees set up in it, but I used it as a bait hive last year, trying to attract feral colonies. And lo and behold, Hayden calls me up last Saturday, a week ago today, and say, oh, the bees are running crazy. No, was it Saturday? Maybe not. It was a few days back, but a feral colony of bees swarmed and made a home inside the flow hive. So now he's got the 3 hives full, and I've got to go put that one together. I got to move it down to where the rest of them are, which we set them on to the roof of the giant tortoise shed over there. And so I'm going to go over and do some beekeeping today, get his hives finished, set up, and that way we can just stand back and watch the magic happen. I got turtles in my pond. That's one of the older turtles, and it came out earlier this morning, and there was like 4 little baby turtles up there with that one. This is a western palm turtle. They're on a watch list. I think it's the watch list, not endangered, but yeah, I got a nice home for them here on my pond. I often see them all along that little skinny beach there. Sometimes they're up on the rocky shore right there. Yeah, besides the turtles in the pond, I've got baby geese. Haven't had too much success with a hatch this year. My two pair, one pair successfully hatched, two of them. I rescued one, but it passed away. And of all the eggs that this other one has been sitting on, only one hatched. And Daddy has been taking care of that little tiny one. Yeah, it's been hanging out with Daddy. And Mama's been dutifully trying to hatch the last of those eggs, but I think they're all, I don't know. Well, that's it for my BR, and I'm going to head over across the street and I'll do a show at Southern Oregon Safaris where the buffalo roam. You guys can catch us over there and check out the hives that I've been working on all over there. Stay tuned for those shows and my other shows. And hey, I've got art in that Johnny Depp National Art Contest. You can go, and I'll leave a link down below. You can vote for me. You can vote one free vote a day. I'm right now, today, I'm 17th in the top 20 of my category. So give me a vote. And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode. I'm Jerry Hansen, your host. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm, where our frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Be safe, always be kind. I'll see you guys. I'll see you over at Southern Oregon Safaris where the buffalo roam. Bye-bye.